colors, I like diamonds, I like stunning, I like shining, I like $1 million deals. Where's my pen? Bitch, I'm signing. I like those balance.
Dance with my dogs in the nighttime. Trap with the chickens like Popeye. Money changing colors like tie-dye. I'm just tryna get it, I ain't tryna die. She got a big ol' on your booty, make the world cry. In the kitchen, wrist twisted like it's stir fry.
Hey y'all, so I'm here doing a voiceover, which I literally haven't done in forever. But as y'all can see, I'm literally just parting. Like, I'm trying to section off the parts that I want because I'm going for a certain type of parting. I don't want regular box braids. So I want like a kind of staggered, kind of triangle braid, but not really. I'll have to insert a picture of the parting I'm going for, but it's definitely a parting that really lays exactly the way I want it to. It's not necessarily about the parts, it's just about how my hair lays. So that's what I'm doing now. And I'm going to section it off. I think I'm only doing one section at a time, so it's not, I'm not like sectioning each braid and then going back. So as you see, I'm doing pretty big braids. I'm using the Shiny Jam, which makes my hair super shiny, and it's like a staple piece for my braids now. And I'm using this Shea Moisture. I'm just using that to add a little more moisture to the ends of my hair, because you always want to seal it in with moisture at the ends. So I'm taking my braiding hair, and I have a braid pack that has 3 packs of hair in one, and I'm basically using 3 braids per each section of hair. So each pack gives me 9 braids. So I'm taking it and I'm stretching it. I really wish I would have got the stretched hair that came pre-stretched, but I didn't because I'm cheap. So yeah, it didn't happen. So now I'm just taking my Shiny Jam and putting it all over my part. And I'm adding this edge control, my favorite edge control that I always have linked below. And I'm adding it to my edges as well, just because it's really going to give me the hold that I need. So when you want to make, usually I would do the rubber band method, but this time I really didn't want to use rubber bands because I feel like it gives me a little more tension than what I need on my hair, and it kind of just makes my braids kind of stiff. So instead of using rubber bands, I'm basically using my edge control and this Shiny Jam to give me the kind of hold that I need. So as you see, I'm just going to twist it from the root, and I'm going to twist it pretty tight, and this is going to make the hair hold in place, make the roots hold in place so they don't move. So instead of using a rubber band, this definitely works. Like, this was my first time doing this method, and I will never put the rubber bands back on my hair, just because I feel like it does break my hair a little, and it's just a little too much tension than what I need. So this gives me the perfect amount of hold without having to have the rubber band. So now I'm just going to attach the braid as normal. If you want a detailed tutorial on how I attach these braids, I will link that video above, because I'm not going to sit here and talk you through that. But if you want to like slow down detailed video about that, I'll put it in the little eye thing above the video. And as you can see, I messed up the first time, and you know, it happens. We all mess up, even us YouTubers, we mess up. And all I had to do was go back, put a little more edge control on, fix it, and just redo it. As you can see, like, my braids are super shiny. Like, the sheen on my roots are amazing. I've never had results like this, and I think it's just the combo of the Shiny Jam and that edge control, which I'm pretty sure you can use any edge control, but that's just the one I prefer. So at the ends of my hair, I'm just taking that Shiny Jam and adding it to the ends of my hair, because my hair will curl out of the ends of those braids so quick. Like, they'll, like, within like 2 or 3 days, my ends will be curled. So I'm just using the Shiny Jam to hold the ends of my hair into the braiding hair. And I'm just doing it again. I did change the part up a little bit just because I want it to be a little more staggered and not so blunt. And, you know, add my moisturizer, which you can use any moisturizer you want to. I just used the Shea Moisture, that's what I had close, but you can use any moisturizer you want. doing the same thing to the other side, adding the shine jam and the edge control to the roots, twisting the roots, and then attaching the braids. This is super easy, y'all. And if you are somebody who really doesn't want to use rubber bands, this is a perfect alternative to that. Even maybe a better option depending on your hair type. For my hair type, this works just as good as rubber bands. Maybe if you have corset hair, maybe it's not as good, but you know, I really don't know. You would have to try it for yourself to see. But for my hair texture, and I think similar hair textures, this is definitely enough hold. You don't need the rubber bands. And like I said, adding the shine gem to the ends to really seal those ends into the braiding hair really helps. And it gives your braids some sheen on down. So I'm using my handy dandy spritz. I use spritz for everything just to lock in my roots, because as y'all know, my roots will curl up so quick. Literally, like in the next day or two, my roots will be curled out of my braids. So I'll have to spray them with spritz or Gatsby glue spray or something that's going to really give it a hold that I need. And on these next few braids, I started to go ahead and spray the spritz on the roots before I twisted them, just to give it extra hold, like extra hold, and just to lock in that sheen, lock in the products. And I think that really made a difference, because these braids lasted me a long time still looking good. Like, they looked exactly like this for at least like a week and a half, and without me having to redo any, without me having to fix them. And you know, when you do bigger box braids or just bigger braids in general, they don't last as long, just because there's a lot more hair, it's a lot more space for things to start doing some weird things. But adding that spritz really helped, really held it. And when I do this style again, I'm definitely going to do the same exact steps, because this was recipe to win. It was lit. And I might do them again, just a little smaller. But I really like this style. Okay, so I'm done with the front half of my braids. I think they look pretty good. So I'm just about to keep going. I'm going to run out of hair. So I'm just gonna show y'all when I'm done this pack of hair. I really only got enough hair for 7 more braids. So I'm gonna try to get as much as I can. Actually, I might have enough hair. This is a little more than half. I have enough hair for 7 more braids. So I'm gonna try to fit 7 more braids into like this back half. And because I really don't want to buy another pack of hair. I only bought two of the 3 packs of hair. So yeah, I'm gonna try to make this 7 braids work. It's not that much left. Like, it's not that much left. So as y'all know, I'm not doing any kind of like box braids, like actual box parts. I'm just like kind of parting it the way it comes. But I'm gonna show y'all the picture of what I was like, the kind of parting that I'm going for, because I am turning these braids into faux locks in a couple weeks. So I'm gonna wear them in these box braids for a couple weeks, and then I'm gonna cut off some of them and put curly hair on the end and then wrap them. Just because I feel like I don't want to start with faux locks, because I need to get more time out of my style. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm cheap and I'm lazy, and I need to just get more time out of my style. So yeah, so now my camera about to die, of course. So I'm putting on the charger, and I'm gonna try to finish these 7 braids, and I'll come back and show y'all the end result. So okay, bye y'all. Okay, so I finished the braids. They are super long. So I haven't dipped them or anything, so I'm about to mousse them and spritz them. So I'm gonna use I think I'm gonna use this one. I'm gonna use this foam lotion, and my got to be spray. And because I have like curly hair, and it literally does not cooperate with braids, so like my hair start curling up out of them. So I'm trying to avoid that at all costs. So I'm going to try to seal some of this hair in. So I'm taking this foam lotion, and I'll make sure I put it kind of close to, like, try to put it kind of close to where you know your your hair stops. So my hair probably stops about like right here. So that's why I'm gonna concentrate most of it on. And you can pull it down if you want to. And then I'm gonna take this Gusty Glue spray and try to just freeze those flyaways into your braids. And if you want to, I like to spray Gusty Glue on my roots too, so it'll kind of keep them down a little, because my roots also curl up super fast. So that's just to freeze some of those flyaways in. Did this section. I really did these braids to wear them up in a ponytail. So let's see how they look in a ponytail. Yes.